So I got this Flybird Adjustable Weight Bench a little over a year ago, and over the last year or so, I pitted it up against a lot of different benches, but I realized I hadn't given it its own review, and I felt it deserved that, so here we go. The first thing y'all should know is that this model is the #1 selling adjustable weight bench on Amazon. It's been rated over 21,000 times and has a 4.5 star rating, and you could usually find it over there on Amazon for about 170 bucks. I'll leave a link in the description. Now, the first thing a lot of y'all are probably wondering is, do I think it's a good bench? And the answer is yes, I do think it's a good bench. Now, I don't know what factors went into making this the #1 selling bench on Amazon, but I can tell you the things that I like about it, and #1 is this. First, it's ultra quick and easy to adjust this bench for your desired exercise. You have 3 seat adjustments and 7 back panel position adjustments. Now, the first time I reviewed this bench, I unfairly put the decline position on blast because I didn't adjust the seat to the incline before I put the back panel in the decline position. I was able to do that with the other bench I was pitting the Flybird against because the Flybird bench has something the other bench didn't have, and I'll tell y'all what that is in a second. Now, when I bought this bench, the maximum weight capacity was 600 pounds. But if you order one of these today, you'll get an upgraded model that looks the same, but has a maximum weight capacity of 800 pounds. That's a nice upgrade for some of you cats pushing 300 pounds on the scale and another 300 pounds on the bench. You know who you are? Congratulations, big guy. The next point is something that has become more and more noticeable to me since I got this bench, and that's how comfortable it is. It's remained a really comfortable bench because it hasn't lost any of that nice thick cushion that it came with. It also has a really big comfortable seat that I undervalued a year ago, but have come to really appreciate today. A small seat on the bench I pitted this bench against the first time allowed me to decline press without the seat incline, and I should have always had that seat in an incline position when doing any kind of decline press, so I was dead wrong for pointing that out as a negative on the Flybird Adjustable Weight Bench during that first review. I'm a fair guy, and I was wrong, and that's one of the main reasons why I'm even doing this video here today. Another thing I like about this bench is that even though it's a really big bench, it folds up to a very small compact size that you could tuck into a corner or closet, which I really like. Now, as far as some of the things I don't like about this Flybird Adjustable Weight Bench, #1 is tall. I've stated that in the past, and it's an issue. At 21 inches tall is way too tall for a lot of people. So if you're under 5'7" or so, I shy away from the Flybird bench because you're gonna have to compromise your form when bench pressing on it. It's also a tough task to ask anybody to do a bench step up or a Bulgarian split squat on it, although some of you 6-footers will probably like this. Now, I've scoured the internet looking for confirmation that they fixed this, but I haven't been able to find anything. And the latest images for the updated version of the Flybird bench, every measurement that you can measure is included, aside from the one most of us are questioning, and that's unfortunate. Most of the benches at this price point are a little less stable than most of the prosumer models, but the height and lightweight of this bench make it particularly less stable than some of the other benches that I've had back here in the backyard. So I don't use this bench for things like bench step-ups and bench jumps, and especially hip thrusts. Now, for those of you who've never been here before, this is my Usawa Fitness review channel where I not only review fitness equipment, but also use some of my 10+ years as a personal trainer to show you how to use some of it. And if you want to see the previous review that I did on this bench, where I pitted it up against a couple other benches, go ahead and click this link right here. But before you do, go ahead and hit that like sign or give me one of those Fonzarellis, as I like to say, here on my Usawa Fitness review channel. But for now, let's keep it moving. Whew. Built-in sound effects. Now, after owning this bench for a year, I can tell you I use it a lot more than I used to, and I actually like how tall it is for some clients, so it's nice that I have this option against some of the standard benches that I also have here in the backyard. And if you tall, I say this is probably the way to go. As far as this Flybird weight bench goes, I do like the bench, y'all. I know you've heard me give it mixed reviews in the past, but I've had it for 12 months now, and what I can say is that the height of the bench is actually a plus in my case because I have multiple benches here. If you don't have multiple benches and you're less than 6 or less than 5'7" tall, this might not be the bench for you unless you got some long legs, all right? It's gonna be difficult to do a lot of exercises properly on this particular bench. Now, if you're 6 feet tall, this is an amazing bench and one that I think you should reach for right away. Other than the fact that you're not gonna be able to do your bench jumps and things like that on it because of its non-stable position when doing those type of exercises. I hope y'all like what I had to say here today. If you did, again, please hit me the Fonzarelli sign. And if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and hit that button too. Love and peace, everybody.